Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today behind me I have another trim level of the newly refreshed 2025 Hyundai Tucson, the most affordable standard SE. Now, as you may or may not know, the Tucson did go through a mid-cycle refresh for 2025, which includes updated styling on the exterior as well as the inside, some new exterior and interior color choices depending on the trim level that you do choose, including this very interesting Atlantis blue color, which I'm very excited to show you guys here in this video. And we do have, of course, revised packaging features, some updated technology, etc., no matter which one you do choose. So there definitely were some significant updates and changes for 2025, but make sure you guys check out that dedicated changes video here on the channel if you want to know a little bit more about every single trim level. Now, when it comes to the SE, as seen behind me, there is going to be significant updates, including standard proximity entry, the 12.3-inch CCNC light infotainment system, some updates in terms of the HVAC systems, the technology. Of course, we have overhead LED lighting and stuff like that, which were previously not standard on the base model. So significant updates to the base SC, but it does see about an $1,100 price increase over a comparable 2024, which brings the entry-level starting price to just over $31,000, including destination and all-wheel drive, as seen behind me. So with all that information in mind, let's not waste more time. Take a look at what the base entry-level Tucson SE has to offer for 2025, coming in just under $32,000. So the Tucson in front of me is finishing the all-new Atlantis blue exterior with the gray cloth interior. Now, I just posted a video here on the channel doing a side-by-side interior comparison between the black and gray interiors available on the Tucson lineup. And what changed for 2025 is now if you select the gray interior on the base entry-level SE, the seating surfaces are actually going to match the interior plastic, so they're going to be a light gray cloth interior versus that of a 2024 or earlier model, which actually had black cloth seats even if you did select the gray interior. So just the door cards and the dashboard plastics change, where now the seating surfaces actually do change color depending on the color that you do choose on the inside. Now, anyways, taking a look at the Atlantis blue here in a evening type of sunlight, it is a very interesting color because depending on how you view this in the shadows, under overcast skies, or in direct sunlight will change the entire perception you may have of this color. So you can see here in the shadows, it actually looks fairly dark, kind of like a navyish gray, if you will. But actually, when you do get close to it, the blue metallic flake definitely pops, and it has a lot of blue influence. It's maybe not my favorite blue that Hyundai has ever produced, but it's certainly not a bad color, and kind of reminds me of transmission blue in the way that color shifts and the blue metallic in that one. But certainly a very good entry and option within the Tucson's color palette. Now, anyway, starting at the front end of the Tucson SE, all of them will come standard with LED headlights, turn signals, and daytime running lights. These are going to be the LED reflector headlights. We have the daytime running lights in the new updated grille, as well as the LED turn signals in that top two housings right there. Down below, you'll find some nice silver accent trim, as well as that updated revised styling that was formerly body color in the pre-facelift Tucsons. You still get the nice satin chrome Hyundai emblem, as well as the dark gunmetal metallic grille insert right here, which has a lot of nice contrast against that Atlantis blue paint. And every Tucson will carry over with Smart Cruise Control 1, although Smart Cruise Control 2 is standard on the SEL convenience trims and higher if you do want that new updated technology. Now, coming around to the side, you can see the matte black plastic wheel arches carry over from the pre-facelift version, although they are going to be slightly updated in overall design. So no body color trim available on any gasoline-powered Tucson. You do have to opt for the N-Line hybrid if you are looking for that body color paint match trim on the Tucson's lineup. Now, coming to the wheel and tire setup, this is going to be an all-new wheel design for the entry-level Tucson SC, and this is the only trim level that will have this silver painted alloy wheel. It is going to be 17-inch in size with a 235/65 17-inch Nexen Rhodian GTX all-season tire. Coming up to the mirror caps, they are going to be body color on the outside, but no turn signal integration, no cameras, no puddle lights, and no chrome accent trim that will be found on some of those higher models. These, in fact, are not going to be heated side mirrors, but they do have blind spot detection as standard, which is a very nice driver assistance safety technology. Like I said, proximity entry on both of the front two door handles is going to be newly standard on the base entry-level SE. And here from the side of the vehicle, you can see the SE still does not get the rear tinted windows. You will have to opt for at least an SEL or higher, and nor does it get the roof crossbar capability at the top. So it will not have any roof rack capability, at least from the factory. You might have to seek aftermarket solutions for that. Now coming out back, you will have incandescent lighting for the tail lamps up top as well as the running lights, and the turn signals as well as reverse lights are found lower on the rear bumper. You do get some nice silver trim that kind of matches the front grille design, so that doesn't make it look necessarily like an entry-level base model, so it does break up the matte black plastic trim quite a bit. New flat stainless steel Hyundai logo, or excuse me, Tucson logo here on the tailgate, which matches the front, but you also do get a newly revised Hyundai logo integrated into the rear glass itself. This one's actually a little bit brighter than that of the tinted glass because this is actually located underneath the glass, where before it was in a separate plastic housing on 2024 models, where this is now cleanly implemented in the actual glass itself, and it comes out a little bit brighter because the glass itself is not tinted from the factory, so that is just a little bit of a different detail there. But you do have a slightly larger rear window sweep for the wiper itself, which Hyundai did revise for 2025. And of course you have the H-Track badge on the passenger side of the vehicle to indicate that this one is indeed all-wheel drive. But here's a great look at the blue metallic here at the back of the vehicle. I wanted to specifically film this video in lighting similar to this, so you guys got an idea of just how much the color shifts as you walk around the vehicle depending on the angle of the light itself. So that's a look at the entry-level SE on the exterior. Let's go and take a look at the window sticker so you guys know exactly how this one is equipped, and then jump onto the inside. So take a look at the window sticker. Like I said, there are some very nice updates to 2025, including the 12.3-inch CCNC light infotainment system, wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and BlueLink Plus as standard equipment on every single Tucson, which is free for the lifetime of the first owner. This one does have a few additional accessories on it, which brings the total MSRP, including destination, to $31,845. So take a look on the inside. Like I said, this one is finished in the gray interior, but black is going to be available as well if you want a slightly darker interior. Now take a look at the door panels. These are going to be very similar in design to some of the other trims, including the SEL that I have showcased here on the channel. So all of this is going to be hard touch plastic material. If you opt for the gray, obviously you do get the lighter accents, which is found on the door, the dash, as well as the seating surfaces, which did change from 2024, where, like I said, even if you opted for the gray interior, you actually got black cloth material for the seats themselves. This is going to be a soft touch material right here. You do have power windows, mirrors, and locks, with only the driver's side window being automatic, and a nice silver accented door handle pull. Good amount of storage down below with the standard 6-speaker audio system. And then coming to the driver's seat, you do have a 6-way manual seat with height adjustment, and there's going to be the gray cloth interior, which does also carry over with the accent at the upper portion of the seat, which was one of the contrast elements on a 2024 SE against the black cloth. But like I said, this is now an updated gray cloth interior if you choose this, but again, black is going to be available as well. And there's going to be a look at the revised dashboard. Now take a look on the interior. You're going to find very similar styling and overall design language versus that of every 2025 Tucson, but the features and available options are going to vary quite a bit depending on the trim level that you do choose. Now in front of the driver, you're going to find the more basic infotainment and digital gauge cluster available in the Tucson's lineup, including the 4.2-inch configurable display in the center with the fixed digital speedometer and tachometer on the left and right respectively, with your fuel gauge and other coolant temperature sensors located at the bottom. Now control this 4.2-inch display. This is found on the left side of the steering wheel. You have the usual safety systems in the middle with your speed limit on the road you're currently traveling, odometer, exterior ambient temperature. Pressing the button one more time gives you your TPMS as well as your all-wheel drive HVAC where the power is being distributed to. And pressing it finally one more time gives you your trip information, fuel economy, all the usual stuff you expect to that use on a daily basis. And then you have your gear selection as well as estimated fuel range at the very top. Now coming back to the steering wheel, this is going to be the basic urethane wrap steering wheel found on the SE and SEL. It is going to be the new updated 3-spoke design found in vehicles like the Kona, the Sonata, and most of the updated or newly refreshed models from Hyundai with the 4 dots in the center. On the left side, we have our standard smart cruise control as well as lane follow assist functions. On the right, we have your audio multimedia for the infotainment system as well as your voice commands and stuff like that. On the left side, you have automatic headlights and auto high beam assist as standard equipment, and then your regular wiper stock on the right side. Left of the steering wheel, gauge dimming, traction control off. Vent designs are located a little bit lower than that of an equivalent 2024 where they were slightly up just due to the overall revised dashboard and technology layout. We have our magnetic or cloth pad here on the left side of the digital cluster, and then across the dashboard it is going to be the very dark gray integrated plastics, which is also going to be the steering wheel. So it's not a black plastic, but it is a very dark gray to match the gray interior selection. Now here on the infotainment system, like I said, this is the CCNC Lite. I've discussed this in some of my other videos I've filmed here on the channel, but includes wireless, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. This one does not include Sirius XM support. You will have to step up to an SEL or higher for that, but does come standard with BlueLink Plus, which is the app and emergency services, which is free for the lifetime of the first owner. Below that, we have all of our newly available and standard hard touch buttons for volume, tune, and shortcuts for that infotainment system. Really do like that change for 2025. And as you can see here on the SE, it is not finished in gloss black. It's kind of a matte black plastic, which really doesn't look that bad. And, you know, overall doesn't scream cheapness by any means, even though this is the entry-level Tucson within the lineup. Single zone manual climate control, USB-C data and charge ports down below, as well as a 12-volt 180-volt outlet. A little bit of additional storage space down here. This one does not have the wireless charging pad, but that would be located in this vicinity. Regular gear shift here as well. We have a regular gear shift integrated here in the center console as well, which is a carryover design from the pre-facelift versions. But if you do get some of the higher trims, this will be a shift by wire and move it up to the actual column itself, which changes the entire console layout. Here's your center differential lock, hill descent control, automatic vehicle hold, electronic parking brake, rear backup camera, as well as your engine stop-start system on-off. This is usually only found on the entry-level SCs in some of Hyundai's lineup. And then we do have drive mode select in the middle, which all-wheel drive adds the snow drive mode in addition to normal, sport, and my drive, which can be configured on the infotainment system. This is no longer used in the center console, so just a gloss black accent piece, but we do have our nicely padded center armrest with a good amount of additional storage, no ports or lights inside, however. And then up top, we do have our lighter gray headliner to match the seating surfaces and some of the other plastics. No vanity illumination, that is an SEL or higher item. Manual dimming, interior rearview mirror, overhead BlueLink, SOS, and newly standard LED lighting for the inside, which I think is a very standout feature and one that should be expected in 2025, in my opinion. That's a look here at the front seat and some of the updates for 2025. Let's go ahead and jump out back. So take a look at the back seat. As you can see, the gray interior and plastics do follow through from the front. The entire door panel is going to be hard touch materials, including the armrest, so no soft touch in the back, but you do get the silver accent door handle pull. There you can see the rear seats are kind of leaned forward, so that's their most upright position, but you can recline them via these levers on the left and right hand side, just like that of the last pre-facelift versions. And there's going to be a look at the center dashboard and all of the gray plastics. Out back, unfortunately, you do not get AC vents, but you do get standard USB-C charging, which is a very nice feature. And then one mat pocket on the passenger seat, nothing here on the driver's side. But as you can see, overall legroom and space inside the Tucson is very good for the compact SUV segment. I have, at least 5-6 inches behind my rough driving position, plenty of footroom down below. And then headroom is going to be very good as well, especially without the sunroof, with 3-4 inches of overall headroom. And then these seats are going to be 60-40 split with a center armrest with 2 cup holders, even in the entry-level SE. So amenities are kind of to be expected for a $31,000 SUV, including all-wheel drive, give or take. And like I said, you do get the overhead LED lighting, which certainly will be useful at night. So take a look at cargo area behind the second row seats. Of course, the SE does not come standard with the power liftgate, but that will be found on the SEL or higher. And behind the second row seats, all of this area is pretty much going to be a carryover from a 2024 or previous model year in this generation, with a very competitive amount of cargo space in the actual segment. You can fold down the seats via these levers on the left and right hand side. You do get LED cargo area lighting as standard on every Tucson, which is an update from 2024, as well as a 12-volt outlet in the back. And one other item I really did want to point out is the addition of a compact spare spare tire as standard on this particular trim level versus that of a tire mobility kit in 2024. So you do get the temporary spare tire on every single equivalent 2025 Tucson that's not a hybrid, which is a very good addition in my opinion. I think a lot of people out there will find this very beneficial. And then there is the dual level load floor as well as additional storage space on both the left and right hand side. So very nice change and updates to the cargo area for 2025. And then finally wrapping it up here on the passenger front seat. All of the amenities are going to be pretty much the same with a four-way manual seat, so no height adjustment over here. But there's going to be a better look at the dashboard as well as the integrated storage cubby up top, AC vents, as well as our damped glove box, which unfortunately does not have LED lighting on the inside on this particular trim level. So that's overall a look at the interior of an SC. Let's go ahead and pop the hood, see what powers this particular vehicle, and then go ahead and wrap up this video. So under the hood of most gasoline-powered Tucsons out there, you're going to find the same 2.5-liter naturally aspirated four-cylinder paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now this engine puts out 187 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque through either the front wheels only or all four wheels if you do select all-wheel drive. And compared to the 2024 model year, this gets about 1 mpg better across the lineup, no matter which trim level that you do get. So that is a great addition, that this is going to be ever so slightly more fuel efficient than that of a comparable 2024, while retaining, of course, the same horsepower and torque output. So that's going to do it here for this video on the newly refreshed 2025 Hyundai Tucson and its most affordable standard SE trim level in the new Atlantis blue exterior with this gray updated interior. Now, like I said, you guys have to check out some of the other videos I have here on the channel, including a gray versus black interior, which is pretty much relevant to this particular trim level, as well as the ones I mentioned in that video. Take a look at some of the other trims if you guys are interested in that, and I do have side-by-side comparison videos as well with different trims, as well as outgoing 2024 model year Hyundai Tucsons. Overall, I think Hyundai did a great job updating this vehicle in terms of the technology, some of the standard equipment on the entry-level SE, including proximity entry and BlueLink Plus. I think that's something that keeps it very competitive within the overall segment. And I think the only downgrade is going to be the starting MSRP price point. But I think for about $1,000, the updated technology, BlueLink Plus, the proximity entry, etc., is to me worth the price increase, for those features and options. But you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree with that overall assessment? How do you like the new Atlantis blue on the exterior? And overall, what do you think of the updates that they made across the board for 2025? I really do like Atlantis blue with this gray interior. I think that is a very sharp color combination, and you guys should definitely check it out if you guys are interested in one at your local dealership. But overall, let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. As always, I appreciate continued support here on the channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.